Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kevin, and I'm here to talk about Bronze Age Swamp Thing today. Um, I just picked this up from the library like 2 weeks ago, and I am an Alan Moore fan, and I picked up a couple of the trade paperbacks, three Swamp Thing trade paperbacks. I only read one of them. I picked them up like 4 or 5 months ago, but I just haven't gotten around to them. And I'm a bit of a hoarder with books. I tend to buy books and then I try to read them like much later when I feel like it. And I was at the library like 2 weeks ago and I saw this and I was like, I already have so many comic books to read that I have not read yet, but I just could not like just leave it there on the shelf and not pick it up and just like borrow it. So I didn't know what to expect, but immediately on the bus on the way back home, I started reading it, and I'm telling you, the writing on this is freaking incredible. Okay, it's written by this guy, the original creator of Swamp Thing, which is Len Wein. I think it's pronounced Len Wein. I might be pronouncing names wrong, forgive me because I've never heard it out loud. But yeah, Swamp Thing was created by, let me see. Written by Len Wein. So Swamp Thing was created by Len Wein. He's the writer, and artists were Bernie Wrightson, Nestor Redondo, Michael W.M. Caltu, Luis Dominguez. Sorry, I'm not used to like names like this. And this is a trade paperback, so it's a floppy. I'm telling you, the art on this is just incredible. Like, even Batman makes an appearance in this because it's in the DC universe. Stories are very simple. They're very simple horror, but the beauty of the stories is that they're not. I feel like they're not too dark. Obviously, it's always from the Swamp Thing's perspective, and unlike the Alan Moore series, which you don't get an introduction of how really Swamp Thing became Swamp Thing. It's more like flashbacks that you get later on. So you got to work for the introduction, right, or the beginning of Swamp Thing. But this one is the absolute beginning. It's like literally from the first ever Swamp Thing appearance, which I find it's very. If you read this, I think it's gonna make it much easier for you to read the Alan Moore stuff. To be honest, when I read the first trade paperback of the Alan Moore stuff, I guess I haven't read that kind of stuff in a long time, and I found it kind of dark, and it just made me want to kind of like take a break from it. I am definitely going to start reading it again, and I'm going to give my opinion on that someday. But when I read this, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it gave a proper introduction. I just felt like I understood Swamp Thing better, and I wanted to know more about him, and like I like the Swamp Thing even more. If that makes sense, you know. Besides that, the writing is freaking incredible. Like, I love the kind of vocabulary that he uses. It's almost like reading a book. It's almost like being paced by a book style writing, like a drama or suspense novel, or probably horror maybe. And I would recommend anyone who's into horror, into science fiction, or fantasy to read something like this, because besides the writing, right, the art, I'm telling you, the art is incredible. Like, I just want to show you some pages from here. Look at this. Where am I? Like this, check it out. You see that? Yeah. And yeah, this page right here. Look at this. Check this out. Look at the details on this worm monsters. Just look at it. Look at how the color pops, the purple and the pink, and the way the eyes are drawn. I mean, you really do not get art in modern comics this detailed like this days. You really don't. The colors, I'm not sure if they recolored this. I really did not do like an online research. I read it, and then I wanted to tell you guys about it. Like, I just feel like if you can pick this up in library and just give it a read, like, after reading this, I wouldn't mind like owning this. I wouldn't mind buying this from the like online or from the store. Where I don't, this is something that I don't mind having on my shelf. I own a lot of comics. Let me tell you honestly, I own a lot of comics that after reading them, I just feel like they got a lot of good reviews online and stuff, but they're very like the writing was not fantastic. But this one, the art and the writing, even though it's simple stories, even though most of the stories seem self-contained, I really connect with it and I really enjoy it. And I would highly recommend anyone who's into Swamp Thing, Alan Moore's run, to read this. Anyone who's into fantasy and horror, definitely pick this up. I mean, it's going to be a great read for Halloween, that's for sure. So I just want to give a shout out to this comic book. And if you've read it, or if you haven't, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. If you read like reviews online, or if you have read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing and you want to compare it to this, give me your thoughts. I love to hear from you. Yeah, take care, see you.